What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back. Thought I'd give you guys a little something. This is also for me. Um, a little trading price action. It's Saturday morning, doing normal people shit, washing dishes, doing laundry, cutting the grass, stuff like that. So I figured I'd get on here and give you guys something. We're going to do just some price action. Let's do a couple days of price action reading. Let's take it off, take the price off of here, go back to a day we haven't seen. Um, I'm actually in a 2024 contract right now. Let's go to a 2020, let's do 2022 contract. Let's see. All right, there's a 2022 version of this. Oh, wow, Dow was at 11, or NASDAQ was at 11,000. That's crazy. It's double now. Okay, let's turn this off. Hide. We're going to go back a little bit. Going to go back. And I'm going to show you my process that I use every morning to get involved in markets. Okay. So we're going to go back to the start of this day here. We're going to do the replay. We're going to do the replay, but we're not going to use the replay button buy and sell. We're just going to, I'll show you what we're going to do. All right. Turn this on. All right. So first thing I ask in the morning is, what's the market cycle? If you're familiar with Al Brooks or you've been watching me for a while, you know the market cycle spike. Okay. The spike, the first pullback in the spike right here is usually the end of the spike, the strongest part of the trend. And then it just channels up. Channels up. And then the channel turns into a trading range. Okay. Or a broad channel. It can turn into a broad channel. They're kind of the same. It's just one sloped. So a broad channel would kind of look like this, where the swings are broad enough for you to make money buying and selling, but it's also moving in a in a direction. There's still higher highs and lower lows. So you're still in a you're still in a bull trend, right? This is a little lower, but these are higher. You're still in a bear trend, higher highs, higher lows. Okay, but you're also in a channel. Okay, so we're gonna ask ourselves, what part is this market cycle in? What does it mostly resemble? And there's only three choices really: spike, trading range, channel, and they're all very clearly defined. So you can usually get pretty close. You want to know what cycle you're in, what part of the cycle you're in, because it's going to influence how you trade. Okay, it's going to influence what you expect next, and what you should, how you should be structuring your market play. All right, so this is clearly a trading range. It's overnight session. This is a trading range though. You can see it went up and went down. Now you could say this is the top of the range. I would say more this is the top of the range. This is the bottom. And that looks like it would make sense going back. You had one touch here, got closed, pulled away, another touch. Okay, so right now you're in a trading range. Broke out here, came down. If you go into the minutia of it though, where are you at inside of this trading range? Because this is more like a broad view. This is a lot of candles here. So this would probably be more like a 15-minute view. That's 20 hours worth of 5-minute bars. So you've been in a trading range for 20 hours. Okay, basically. But before that, you came from a spike channel trading range, just like I just described to you. Spike, strongest part of the trend. Look at that. Don't even think about selling in this. Okay, this pullback, the first pullback is the channel phase, and the pullback can be pretty deep. Okay, so you got the channel, you got a pretty deep pullback here, and then the channel phase starts. Okay, channel phase starts right here, and then you move into this trading range, which we did. So you just had the market cycle play out: spike, pullback, channel, trading range. Okay, right there. So what do you expect out of this? Spike, pullback, channel, trading range. Well, we're going to break out again. Do we know if it's going to be a spike up or a spike down? We do not know. This trading range is so long. It went on for so long. I know it's just overnight, but it went on for so long. I'm going to give the advantage to the bulls on the way up just because we're bullish before all of this. But now I'm seeing this, and now I'm thinking maybe not. But it's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. So, but what you can expect next is a channel. Okay, my next question is, what's the trend? Well, we just said the trend is up. Okay, But now this trading range, you've kind of gone flat, right? We turn off price and you just look at this moving average here, it's flat. I could probably draw a straight line and it's going to intersect multiple times. So right here, went up, came down, went up, came down. It's moving around the middle of the range. And the middle of the range is a magnet, guys. It's always trying to suck price back to it, because this is a trading range is fair price because you're getting a lot of trades off here, and that's what the market wants. It wants to be in a trading range most of the time because it facilitates a lot of trade, and that's the market's purpose. So it's happy here. But in the middle of this trading range, it's really happy because this is where both buyers and sellers see value. Okay, so that's why when it comes down here, buyers buy, gets sucked up here, sellers sell, gets sucked down here, but spends a lot of time in the middle of the range. Okay, so trading range, price action there. All right, the next question I ask, so the moving average, we've said it was flat. Okay, we said it was flat, so let's do this so we keep track, because this is all important. Cycle equals trading range. Equals trading range. Trend direction. We should be up. Should be an uptrend. Up. Moving averages. They're flat right now. Flat. Let's say flat to, well, they're just flat, because here they're up a little bit. See how it slopes up a little bit here, slopes down a little bit here, goes flat, slopes up, down, up. So it's, it's flat. You're really not going to get a lot of information from that. All right, so that's all really the prep I need right now. I had a couple more questions, but I need more price action. Okay, so let's see what this gives us on the open. We're going to trade always in, which means we always have to be in the market in the position that we think the market is going. Right now, always in appears to be short or appears to be long. We open the day at the bottom of the channel. I don't know what this next price is going to be, but we're opening the day at the bottom of the channel. So we could be looking to buy this because they bought here, here, didn't even let it get close to here, bought here, they bought here. So this is a buy zone here, and you would expect that because it's the lower third of this range. Okay, this is a buy zone, and then up here you would expect a sell zone, because that's what they've done the last time it was up here. They sold. So let's make it red just to differentiate it. All right, let's extend them a little bit and let's see what price does. Okay. All right, here we open here. First bar of the day is a doji. Okay, so first bar of the day is a doji inside of a trading range. Wicked the bottom and came back up. Like we said, we could have bought this. Okay, but first bar of the day is a trading range bar. Doesn't mean a whole lot because we're in a trading range. One thing you'll notice about trading ranges is they can be filled with a lot of trading range bars. Like every doji here, it's a trading range. Okay, you do see big bear bars and big bull bars, so it's probably a broad, it's more like probably a broad channel. Maybe this is like a broad channel here, if you look at it like that, and we're testing the bottom of it here. Okay, so maybe we fell out of this channel and then trading range down here, broke out of this trading range to the low, broke to the top. But this is inside out. This is a signal bar. It's bearish, but you don't want to buy up here and you don't want to sell below here. So you need more information. Okay. Next bar. Okay, next bar, big green bar. Okay, now this looks great. This looks strong. Okay. But we want to see follow through. We're at the top of a range right here. We fell out of the channel, tested it. We're at the top of a range. You come back in where you come, so you break out of a channel or a trading range, okay, and you fail. This is a failed breakout. All of this activity down here, all of this activity here, failed breakout, okay? You broke out of this channel and failed. You broke out of this trading range and failed. So now you get back in. What are the targets? Well, the targets are the top of the channel, which you've already reached in one bar, okay? And then, the top of the trading range right here. This top of this green box, you already reached it in one bar. The next logical point is the top of this right here, okay? But do you want to buy this? Think about it. Do you want to buy this right now? You had a trading range open. You had a trading range overnight. So all night long, Asia, London, they were all comfortable trading in this. This breaks out in the morning. Back, it looks like it traveled above the trading range, like one tick above, okay? But you have bears down here trapped because whoever took this breakout and failed, they're trapped, okay? So they got to figure out how to get out of this trade if they didn't get out on this bar, okay? So let's see if they bought here, if they sold down here, or the breakout point, and then they sold more up here, their break even's here. Okay, so bears might be trying to get back to this high right here to get out of the break even, or they might be trying to get back to this low to get out of the profit. Because we're in a trading range, that is a good trade. Okay, it's a good trade to sell right now at the top of this big bar. Okay, probability wise, because you're at the top of this and you're almost at the top of this. But we want more information. Okay, so, but if bears sold here, they're going to be trying to get out here and here. They're going to try to get back down to here. So I want to see, my scenario is I'd like to see a bar retrace down here to this area. Okay, I'd like to see them get out at their break even, and then I'd like to see it take out a high. All right, that's what we're going to be looking for. All right, let's fast forward. This bar did. Okay, so this is exactly what I wanted to see right here. And you see the bulls, the bears did almost exactly what I said. There's a wick on the bottom of this bar. Some bears are getting out at break even. They sold here, they were trapped all the way up. They sold again here, came back to the midpoint, and they got out of their orders. Didn't really get out big time though. Still a small wick. I would have liked to have seen this push up above its high to show me a lot of exiting. But this shows me that there's a small wick. There's some buyers below, but there's probably also sellers below, and there's probably more sellers than buyers right now. All right, so this takes out that candle completely. Okay, so this is a huge candle, but it's still at the top of the range. That's what makes this so tricky, because I don't want to buy here. I don't want to buy high here. I'm just escaping a range. I don't want to buy high. Look at the people that bought high here, came all the way bought Look at them, bought high here, bought lower than this high and came back down. Plus, we have the same issue that we have here. We're at the top of a channel and the top of a trading range. And we said if you come down here and break out, the next logical stop would be the top of here. This is a second leg up in a strong trend. It could be a second leg trap though. So I'm looking for a continuation, or I'm looking for them to try to trap the bulls. So any red bar up here, I'm going on alert. This has a nice tail on it. Okay. Not a nice tail, it's a small tail. This is a very good bull body. This is the midpoint, this little white dot, way above the midpoint, closing above the channel. Okay. Closing above the channel, above the midpoint. But bears did try a bar ago. So let's wait and see what we get. We get any bearish activity, we could be looking for a short to bring us back into the range. Because remember, this range is where people want to place trades. It's where the market wants to be for price. Okay, so let's see what we get. All right, so this is good. This is a good buy signal here. Okay, it's a good buy signal. Didn't retrace a lot. Closed above its midpoint, closed near its high. Okay, but this is really difficult to take, guys. I would not take this. I would not buy up here until I saw some type of pullback, or I saw some type of retracement. You do have a gap here now. Okay, if we're in a trading range, most gaps like to close. So you've got a gap from this high, got a gap from that high to that low. Okay, price will typically come back and try to close that gap. All right, but let's see what happens here. Okay, so we're seeing some bear pressure up here now. Okay, this bar tried to trade above, failed, okay, and came down. Now, because we're at the top of a trading range, I'm interested in this short, and this could be a disaster, but I'm going to take quick losses here, okay? So if I see a bar that trades below a bear bar is going to be my signal, all right? It'll be my signal to go short. So let's see what this bar does. If it trades above, we ignore it. If it trades below, we're going to take the order. Okay, big wick below. They did come and fill this gap. You see that to the tick? It might have left the little part open actually. Let's see if there's a smaller gap now. So there's a gap between this high and this high, but this one and this one, there's still a small gap there. Okay, so you still got bullish strength, But if the bulls were super strong, guess what? This wouldn't have happened. This wouldn't have happened. It wouldn't have pulled back below 2 bars. This is the first bar to trade below the low of another bar all day. I don't know if you've seen that. The first bar of the day traded below the pre-market, but we're talking about the regular market bars where this blue begins and this blue ends. Regular market bars, first bar to trade below the low of another bar. Didn't close there, but traded below. So this is another bull signal to continue this. Okay? And if you see this as the spike, we were looking for a spike, right? So if you see this as a spike, this could be the start of the channel of the spike. Okay? Could be the start of the channel. It's the first pullback. All right? We want to see how the market handles this. We haven't taken a trade. It's about 9 o'clock. We've just been watching for 30 minutes. Okay? We haven't taken a trade. But we're looking for bearish activity up here because we're at the top of all this. Now, they can stay up here and trade up here for a while. Chances are we're going to move away from this range and then I can get some trending price action. But right now, we're in a trading range. We got a spike to the top. We're at the top. Al Brooks teaches these will most likely fail in 5 to 7. Excuse me. 5 to 7 bars. These will fail. Okay. And come back into the channel. And you know, we come back into this channel. First target is the middle. Second target is the bottom of the channel or the bottom of this range. So I'm treating these kind of like they're the same. Okay. But you broke out of this channel, low probability that you're going to go higher. You're seeing bullish or bearish pressure up here, okay? Low probability that you're going to go higher. Big wick on a candle shows there's buyers below. Might go a little bit higher, but this also shows there's sellers above. And if you combine these two candles, you really just have a big doji closing near the middle, okay? This is the midpoint. This is the open. This is the close, okay? So it's actually a bear doji. You combine this, and it's a small bear doji with wicks on the top. So indecision at the top of a channel, top of a trading range. Okay, let's go. Keep going. Okay, so same thing here. Indecision, even more so indecision. But you don't want to see this after this. Okay, you don't want to see this after this if you're a bull. Okay, because that's a terrible buy signal. It's also not a great sell signal, but the location is better for a sell than it is for a buy. Okay? But this could be the pullback that we get. Let's measure this pullback. Let's measure this red bar from the height of this to the bottom of this, and let's compare this. Oh, hold on. I know I'm getting a lot of boxy here. Compare this to this. The first pullback was 49, and this one is 42. Okay? So that's the second pullback. Maybe the average is like 45. All right, let's continue. We still don't have a signal. Okay, we're still trying to find a good signal that makes sense to go on. So this is a doji. Not really good to trade below it, but bears want a second entry here. Bears want a second entry. All right, and they might get it. Let's see if they get it. Okay, so big red bar. Now this is the kind of bar I would expect up here, okay? You didn't catch it because it's so big, it's so red. Okay, you didn't catch it. It returned to the moving average. I want to sell this, okay? But I think the first time down here, they're going to buy it back up because what are we in? We're in a trading range. So instead of selling it, I want to think about buying it, okay? But I don't want to buy a bar this big. I don't want to buy a bar this big. I want to see what the bears can do next. Okay, so now, big disappointment to the bears. Closed here, traded down here, broke out, failed, okay? Closed near the midpoint. I would have liked to have seen them push up above the midpoint, but this bar is good enough. So, what do we have so far now? We broke down out of a channel. We broke out the top of it. We came back to the middle of the trading range because it's like a magnet. See, it almost came back to it perfectly here, couple points away. And then we get a bull bar closing near its high. So if this, right here, we're going to go long, green arrow. If a bar trades above this, we want to be in this. Okay, so the very next bar. So when this market closes, I want to be in this order. Let's delete some of these boxes here. We completely closed the gap on this, by the way. This bar closed this gap from here to here. Let's do rid of some of the boxes here. You guys get what I'm trying to do here. Get rid of that one. Just make it look a little less busy. Okay, but I'm entering my order here. Okay, I'm going to be a I'm gonna be a stop bull. Let's just call it green, green, win. Okay, win works too. Okay, so we trade above this. We trade above this, and we're in this order right here. Okay. Okay, so we did trade above it. We are in this order right now. Okay, so now we have continuation. We have breakout, pullback, and this could be the start of the channel. And what we can do now is connect these lows. Okay, now we got two things working in our favor. Where is our stop? Where's our stop for this order? Are you putting your stop below here, or are you putting it below the bull leg? This trading range price action, this could come all the way back and test this. Okay, it could come all the way back and test this, but I don't want to be in it if it does. So I'm gonna put my stop there. What is my profit? What is my risk? It's about 39 points. So I'm gonna want double that to the top. So I take this to here, and my profit target is going to be, sorry, hold on. Okay, profit target 2 to 1 is right here. Okay, 2 to 1 is right there. I'm gonna delete it. I'm gonna just call this PT here. Okay, profit target. Let's see if we can get there. We're holding until the market gives us a reason to get out. Okay, big bull bar. Didn't close above the high. I don't like that. Could get another pullback, but we're hoping that this trend line and this lower high or this higher low holds. Okay. Okay, so you get more trading range price action up here. Now I'm back to my entry. Okay, I told you I didn't like this closing above here. Big red bar right here. Bears want a second leg down. Okay, they got their second entry. It was a strong breakout. They pulled back to the top of it. Okay, but now they're coming back down. So what is this? It's a trading range. You got a trading range up top. Okay, so I would expect it to come to the bottom of this to pick up some orders, but I don't want that, like I said. So if this trades below here, which it should not do if we're going to be bullish short term, if this trades below this bar, I want out. I want out at a small loss. Okay? So my trigger bar would be this one. Well, let's leave that there. Oh no, I didn't take that sell. So this will be the trigger bar. This trades below here, I'm out. Okay? We'll wait for another entry. Okay, it did trade below. It did take me out. Okay, and then it reversed back up. All right, so took a small loss here. Looks like from here to here, about 6-point loss. No big deal, no harm, no foul. We're in an uptrend, so we're always in long. Okay, so we can buy for any reason now. Okay, we can buy for any reason. I want to buy below a bear bar, because everyone that's bought below a bear bar today has made money. Have you noticed that? You bought here, you made money. You bought here, you made money. You bought here, you made money. Okay? On the flip side of that, how have these bears been making money? Well, they've been selling the tops of green bars. You sell here, you made money. You sell here, you made money. Okay? This was green. You sell here, you made a lot of money. You sell here, this top of this green bar here, you made money. Okay? So limit, order, market. Limit, order, market. That's what you have right now. Okay, we're going to update this. This has changed a little bit. Probably can go through these questions again, but still in a trading range. Directions up. Moving average, they're still flat, but we're going to say up to flat. Flat to up. Okay. No gaps open. So I told you trading ranges want to close gaps. Okay. But we're in a bull trend. Okay, it's a weak one. It's a little bit weaker. It's got two-sided price action. So my goal in this channel should be to buy high, sell low. So I want to measure this channel out. Let's see here. Let's put a line here on this channel. This is the midpoint right here. And so that's the midpoint. Then that's 50%. Okay, and if that's 50%, this is about 25%. And this is about the other 25%, okay? So I want to be long down here in between these, anywhere in that channel, and I want to be short up here. I don't really want to be short. I just want to be long, okay? But I want to take profits up here. Okay, let's go. Okay, traded above and rejected. Not a good signal for the bulls. They don't want to see this after this. Plus, we're starting to trend down again. Okay, you're starting to see this downward sloping, but it's looking more like a triangle right now. Okay, I need more information. Like, this has been very difficult to trade. I took a small loss. This has been very difficult to trade. What am I looking at here? This could be a signal here. Okay, if we trade below it, it could be a bear signal, but I only want to go long above bull bar, so I can't take this long even if we trade above it. I want to buy below a bear bar. Okay, I don't want to buy above one. So let's see if we get another one to the bottom of this range here. These bulls down here are trapped right here. Okay, big breakout bar. Thought they'd get continuation. They got trapped instead. Okay, so if they sold up here, which it looks like they're doing, where's their break even? Break even is right here in the middle. Okay, and they did get back to it. They got back to it here. Okay, so bears got untrapped here. Bulls went up. Bears got untrapped here. Okay, they're trying again though. Let's see if they trap them again or if they come down and let them out even lower. All right, so they did come back to the bottom of the range, let them out. Long wick on the bottom of the bar. This is a nice bull bear signal. It is at the bottom of this where we want to be buying. Okay, but look at the price action. Look how it's changed a little bit. Consecutive bear bars, consecutive bull bars, bear bar. Consecutive bull bars, bear bar. One bull bar, tiny, bear bar, bear bar. Okay, so what do we have here? Consecutive bull bars, bear bar. But every time we've bought below a red bar today, we've made money. So what we're going to do, we're going to buy below this red bar. We're going to buy it right now. Okay, this is where we buy. We're going to buy right here. Let's make it a different color so you can see it. Make it orange. All right, so we're going to buy right here because that's what they've been doing to make money. Wicks on the bottom of the candles. Okay, stop has to go where? Stop has to go down here. Has to go below this low. Okay, let's see what we get. All right, we're in a little bit of profit here. Wicks on the top, not very good. This is a double top here, double top. So you got kind of a wedge going on. We said a wedge, triangle, okay? We're at the top of this range though. Looks like we're holding the top of this range. We just tested it, all right? But I don't like this wick on the top of this candle. I don't like it. I would have liked for this to close above its midpoint and above there, above here. So let's see if the bulls get followed through. I don't think we're going to get followed through though. I think we're going to get another bear bar. Okay, this is terrible follow through for this. Terrible. But it's indecision. Okay? So if this breaks down, I should be going short. And it might break down big like this did. Because this, and you can really, let's remove all of this. You can really see this triangle right now. You see it? Okay, you can really see it. So the market is in breakout mode. It's trying to find a direction for the rest of the day. Okay? Went up into a channel, went down, went up, went down, went up, trading range. And in the middle of this channel, the triangle, in the middle of the apex, that's where price wants to be. Okay? Because it's giving you the most trades. It's getting off the most trades here. Okay, so when this breaks out, this will most likely be the swing of the day. Okay? Was I long or short? I was long. I was long here, remember, because I bought here. I bought right here. And my stop is below here. Or no, it's below here. I don't really trust that, though. I think I put my stop down here. How many points is that risking? And let's see if I can get a profit target out of it. 40 points. I don't actually like being long here. I think this is going to come down and take me out. I don't actually like that, but let's see what happens. Okay, and that's exactly what we're getting here. So what you're getting is a bull's failure to buy lows now. They bought the low of this. They bought the low of this. They bought the low of this. Look, they've given up buying lows. Okay, so what does that mean? That means I don't want to be in this position any longer, and I want to go short. So we trade below the low of this bar. So I'm out of this. Okay, let's do that. I'm out of this at this close. We trade below. I tell you what, I'm out of this at this low, and if we trade below it, I'm in another one to go short. Okay, because we're in a trading range now. bottom of the range should be going back up to break the top of this if we're going to be bullish. If we're bullish, bulls won't want to get below these, okay? Because that would be a lower high or a lower low, okay? They don't want to get below here. So if we're going to get below here, we're going to go much below here. And now that we have this triangle, we can actually measure out some targets, some logical targets. So if this breaks out this way here, it can go that high before it pauses and decides what to do. If it breaks out here, it can go this low, okay? So we got targets here, and they make sense. They're reasonable, okay? They're reasonable. But let's see what happens on this next bar. This next bar is important in my opinion. All right, so we did traded below this, so I'm out of this long, and I took a 26-point loss, okay? So we'll do loss right here. Call them L's, and we got some W's here, okay? But that is an L. And we had a smaller one too. It was like 6 points, remember? Okay. So we're down in the session right now, a few points, all right? But we're short now. We're short, and where's our stop? Our stop is above here. It's above here. Has to be. Has to be above there, okay? How many points risk is that? About 40 points, 50 points. And what's our target? Target is 100 points. So it's a 2-to-1. 2-to-1 without me even trying to make it a 2-to-1. Okay, but we're trading a breakout. And what happened the last time the price was here? The bulls freaking bought it. Okay, so I could be getting ready to get bought up and out of this again. And this is what makes this so difficult to trade. But with all these wicks up here, you've had a push down, pull back, couldn't get to the high. Another push down, didn't get to the low, then couldn't get back to this high, another wick. Okay, tried again, next candle, another wick and a bear body. Tried again, green body, traded all the way up here, still sellers, still sellers. So I'm more confident going short at this point. There's also a gap above here, above this candle and this candle. Okay, my first indication that I'm right is when they disregard this gap and continue to trade lower. Now they've been closing gaps because we've been in a trading range. But if they come up here and close, if they come up here and only close part of it, or only close a little bit, you know, like a section of it, it's going to give me an indication of what we're doing. But my stop's up here right now. I'm holding pat. I'm looking for this measured move down. Let's see if we get it. All right, so we didn't get it. They actually traded up into this gap, okay, and they closed it a little bit. Let's continue. This is a bull signal here, okay. This is a bull signal, and we got another big bull signal. So what happened down here? Exactly what I didn't want to happen. I got trapped into selling low, and I got ran out up here. So this is probably going to hit my stop, but after I see this, I'm out anyway. Okay, I'm out anyway. So I'm out of that trade. I just took another loss. What was it? 43 point loss. Add it over here. All right, 43-point loss. No good. No good. This is a buy signal now. And because we've broken out the bottom of this, okay, we've broken out the bottom and failed. They had their chance. The bears had their chance to break out, and we failed. Okay, bulls now believe they can get up here. Bulls now believe they can get up here. So what am I going to do? I'm going to buy. I'm going to buy if this candle trades above this candle. Let's make it blue so you can see it and differentiate the different orders. Okay. A buy if it trades above. My stop is obviously going down here below this low. And I've got another 50, so it's 53 points of risk. And from there to there, it should still be 100 points. So it's about 110 points. So still a 2-to-1. But we're going to buy above here. Okay. This signal here, I know it's at the top of a range, top of a triangle, but we've had 3 pushes up, 4 pushes down, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. Okay. Probably not going to get a 4th push down. Okay. Let's continue. All right, that's a nice bar confirming my theory that we're going to break out of this range right here. Tail on the top, but was able to close above this high where my stop was. So that's encouraging, right? But still a tail on the top. All right, so tail on the top, bulls are trying to sell it. Don't believe bears, or bears are trying to sell it. I don't believe bulls are going to let this slide though. Stop still below here. Inside bar, they didn't try to trade above the high of this. Well, they did, but they didn't get to the high. That's not encouraging. Closing near its low, top of a triangle. But we've already failed this side. Very rarely do I see a double failure. Do I see a double fake out where you fake me out here, take my money and go up, fake me out here, take my money and go down. I very rarely see that. But I got to be on the lookout for it because this is a bear bar now. So I don't want to see follow through to this. I want the next bar to be green. I don't even want it to be a little red. I don't even want it to be a little red because that's going to show that there's hesitation by the bulls to take this higher into my target. Okay. It's also a special time in the chart. It's about 10:20. Typically after bar 18, this bar right here, I'll label it for you. This bar right here, typically 90% chance you've seen the high or low of the day. So what's the high or low of the day at this bar? High is here, and the low is the open. Okay? 10% chance, though, at the open that this was going to remain the low of the day. But now, we're many, many bars in, and we got a pretty good idea. So this is low of day. Okay, this is LOD, low of day. Okay, and then this is the, I don't know why I didn't label it. Oh, because I'm using array. Okay, never mind. Let's put it on the right then, or on the left. On the left. Still not showing it to me. Oh, it's because it's black. Duh. Okay. Let's make it white. Okay, LOD and HOD, high of day. Okay, HOD. So, 90% chance at this bar that we had seen the high or low of the day. Okay, we went toward the low, didn't get there. Now we're reversing toward the high. This increases the probability that we're gonna extend the range to the top. How much of the day's range have we covered already? About 130 points. So it's about, you could get another 100 points out of this easily. Average true range. Where is it at? I thought I had it on my chart. What's this? Oh yeah, here it is. Average true range for the daily. Hope that doesn't mess up my replay. Okay, we should have looked at that earlier. Okay, but let's go with the price we have in front of us here. Okay. All right, inside bar. Okay, disappointing for the bears. Okay, they know there's bulls here. Didn't even try to trade below, so no sell was triggered. No trapped bears. Only the bears that sold this are trapped. Okay, only the bears that sold this are trapped right now. Didn't trade above, no bulls trapped. Didn't trade below, inside bar. So what you have here is another breakout mode. It's just a triangle. Triangle at the top of a triangle. Need more information. Want to see follow through though? Okay. If we do get follow through to the downside, what would that look like for the bears selling here? It would just be a measured move down from here. Okay. Be a measured move down to about this level, which would make sense in a trading range. Let's see what we get. Another doji. Okay. This did not trade below the low of that though, and it closed above its high. Okay, so trading range. Trading range. Bears should not feel comfortable shorting this. Okay, but bulls should also feel a little weary buying it. But we're in an uptrend. We're always in long. Let's see if the bulls take back over and want to push this higher. Okay, still indecision. It's about 10:30. Still indecision up here. Inside bar, inside bar. So you had inside, inside, outside, inside. Okay, so I, OI. All right, breakout mode pattern. Okay, we're getting ready to break out, and I think it's going to be up. Oh, I was wrong. Okay, so we broke out and it's down. Top of a range. Now this is really looking like a trading range. Now look at that. Top of a range. Broke out to the downside. I'm back to my entry on this order right here. Or no, am I? No, my entry's here. I'm in a loss right now. All right, but big tail on the top. We did try to trade above and failed. Bears saw this as an excellent price to buy. This could be a double fake out, but what do you see? pulled right back to the center of this range where it's most comfortable trading, the center of the triangle. Pull right back there, okay? This could be a retest of this triangle though. I want to see more before I decide to either rely on my stop to get out or I decide or it decides to go back up. Bulls don't want this to trade below here. They want to be bullish, but this trading range is really kicking their ass right now. Mine too. All right, so they were able to stop the push here, but look at this weak bar. Close below the midpoint, close above. Probably going to see a small leg second, or a second leg down to sideways on this push right here. So red bar incoming maybe. Okay, small green bar. Didn't trade above though. Another inside bar. So you got two inside bars now. You got an I. This bar is inside this bar. This bar is inside this bar. But this is an outside bar. So it's an I. It's an OII. Outside, inside, inside. Still breakout mode. Okay, but I'm long. I'm at my break even right now. I could take this break even. But I like that they tested this channel and haven't been able to get below here. And guess what? I'm going to minimize my risk and put my stop right here. Because I can do that now, because if we're going to stay bullish, we shouldn't really trade below this bar. Okay, we're coming back down here towards this. Huge disappointment, didn't even try to go above. So, same thing we did here. I'm going to take this order if I'm wrong, and I'm going to reverse. It looks like it's doing that double fake out that I said I haven't seen a lot of lately. So let's do this. Let's turn these turn them pink, okay? And my pink stop's gonna go up here if my blue stop is hit, okay? Pink stop's gonna go up here. What am I doing though? Selling low at the bottom of a range. Selling low at the bottom of a range. That's what I'm doing right now. But if I'm right, this is gonna continue down here, okay? All right, so it did stop me out. Took my sell order, took it up, okay? Took it up right here, so I'm in this pink order. I've taken a loss on this order here. It was a small one, but they're mounting now. Taking a bunch of loss points. Okay? And we bought this. So what's happening, guys? I haven't been able to win. And I've been saying all this shit and ain't been able to win. But what have I been doing? I've been breaking the rules. I've been breaking the rules. Okay? I sold down here, low in the range, when I should have bought, and it came up and took me out. I bought up here, above the range, okay, went up a little bit, but then came down and took me out. I sold here, or I bought here, above the range, came down, oh, hold on, what happened? Oh, this here, bought here, no, sold here, took me out for a loss. Bought here, took me out for a loss. Sold here, now it's going back up, probably going to take me out for a loss. So trading range days, you have to be thinking the opposite. Okay, I should have stuck with my original premise of buying below bear bars, and I shouldn't be trying to do this right here. Okay, I shouldn't be trying to sell below a bear bar, because that's what I just did here. I sold below this bear bar thinking it was going to break out, and it never did. Instead, it took my order up, and now I'm in a loss. Let's see what happens next. Okay, this is promising. Disappointment for bulls. Big wick on this candle. Big wick on this candle here. Traded below the triangle and came back up. This is a bearish signal. We've got 1, pullback 2, pullback 3 pushes down so far. Okay, 3 pushes down. Getting another pullback here. Let's see what the bears do next. Okay, small doji. Small doji at resistance. Where did I put my stop? What did I do? I sold here, right? Okay, so my stop's up here. Okay, cool. All right, so let's continue here. Small doji. Didn't like that there's so many wicks down below. Okay, but I also didn't like that here and we came through them. I didn't like that here and we came through them. Okay, I didn't like this here and we came through them. Okay. So wicks on the bottom are getting violated more than the wicks on the top. I don't know if you've noticed that or not. So comfortable going short. Stop above here. Let's see if this can be a winner in the end of the video, because I've been talking for 45 minutes. I hope you've enjoyed it. All right, another wick here below. below, couldn't get to the low, one tick off the low, but a bear body. Closing above the high, but a bear body. Okay? Probably more buyers below, but probably weak buyers because they're waiting longer and longer to buy. They bought low here, waited a couple points later there, bought a little early here, waited later there. So they're losing conviction to buy at the bottom of bars. All right, now we finally got a breakout here. Okay, that's a credible breakout. All right, if a bar, I'm going to add to this because I'm not in my profit, or I'm trying to get back. This is the trade I've been waiting for all day. Okay, so I'm trying to get my money back from all these little losses that I've taken over here. Okay, 70. Did I take a 70? Oh no, 42 points. That's the slope. 42 points, 24 points, 6 points, and 25 points. Okay, so that's all the L's that we've taken. We've taken no W's, nary a W in sight today. All right, but if we trade below here, I want to be in the trade. So let's see what we got here. We got a wedge down, 3 pushes down. This is still looking like it could reverse up, guys. Look at the bottom of this. Look at the buy zone here. It's nasty. Oh, this is disgusting. So I got a little bit of profit though, and if we trade below here, I want more. I think the bears got this though. Okay, good deal. So we traded below here. We wicked like we would expect. Okay, but that's just a scalp. Just a scalp below a trading range. So buyers are buying here to scalp. Let's look at bulls. Let's see when the last time bulls were trapped. Bulls were trapped right here above this. This traded above here. I wouldn't really say they were trapped here because this is a bear bar. Not a lot of bulls should have been buying above a bear bar, especially after all of this bearishness and these wicks on top. So they're probably trapped more below here. Bulls are probably trapped below here. So if you bought here and then you bought more here, where's your break even? Your break even is going to be right where my second entry is right here. That's where you should be breaking even to get out. All right. So while this tail is long and prominent, closing above its high, clear rejection of the lows, I think we're finally getting the breakout. So let's see, because we've declined taking out the high of day, which was here. So what's closer right now, the high or the low? Right now, the high is 83 points away, and the low is 65 points away. So it's a little bit closer. Let's see if we get another bull bar or bear bar here. All right, so what we just say about the downside wicks, they're not being respected. Taking them out, taking them out, taking them out, okay? So I'm feeling good about this. I'm in 2 contracts now, okay? My stops, I'm going to move my stop. I'm going to reduce my risk, and I'm going to move both of my stops to here, okay? Just put 2 of them there. Or just put, let's do this. Let's do this. Let's do this and this. Make this 2. Make this times 2. Times 2. Why can't I see the writing? Sorry guys, I hate when there's technical issues while I'm actually trying to do something. And you gotta watch me fix it because I don't like to edit. Okay, so this is 2. The stop for both is above here. All right, I like this. I like this wick on the candle. I don't like the wick, but I see the wick. I like that they're trying to buy, because that means if they're trying to buy, they're going to get run out again. Let's see if we can get some type of measured move from this push down here. Okay, let's go from here to here. A measured move target will be right here at the low of day. Okay, so we're targeting the low of day. And we hit it. We hit it right here. See it? See that wick right there? All right, so that's a winning trade. So we're going to take this out, and we're going to take our stop here, and we're going to put it down here. Now, we've been through it today. We've been wrong. We've been trading the trading range like a trend, but we finally caught the breakout, okay? That is my target, but do I want to get out here? Honestly, I do, because I've been in drawdown all day. So psychologically, I know what I would do. But for the sake of the video, let's try to hold it and see how much it'll give us. Let's hold it until we get a credible reason to exit. Okay, so we're not even going to calculate these wins yet because these could turn into losses. Okay, but what we're going to do now is we're going to move our stop to the top of this. So we got a tiny bit of risk on this and more risk on this. So in total, we're risking about $40, 40 points there, and then maybe a little bit more on this, maybe 5 or 6 points. Yeah, 10 points here. So we got 50 points of risk here. Okay, but let's hold it. We're at the target. Okay, let's hold it until we get another bar. So let's move this stop out the way. Let's hold it until we get some confirmation that it wants to do the reverse. If we trade below this, though, we can put our order here to lock in the profit if it wants to come back above. Okay, because we're already there. We're just trying to get a little more. Let's see what happens. All right, did trade up a little bit, and then collapse down again. I could put my stop above this bar, but that would be a little bit less than 3 to 1. And this is not giving me a reason to buy. This is a sell signal. Who wants to buy this? We're below the low of the day, and you got nothing down here really until this level here for support. So who wants to buy this? You got a gap. No, they closed the gaps there. Yeah, all the gaps are closed there. All right, so let's just hold until we get something that we recognize. We're in 2 contracts. Let's see if we can get the 4 to 1. All right, so this is a bull bar, and it's credible enough down here to get out. Okay, so we're going to say that we're getting out right here. It wasn't long that it let us hold it. We're getting out of this bar trades above this bar. Okay, if a bar trades above the high of this bar, we're going to get out. Okay? Ooh, it did by a tick, son of a bitch. I get mad even when it's fake money. Okay, so it took me out. That's all we're gonna do for the day. Let's look at what this win is and see what we did here. We got this here to here. That's 52 points. And then we had this one from here to here. That's 90 points. Okay, so did we undo our W? Did we undo our L's with our W? Let's see. 60 plus 52. Let's bring in the calci here. All right, 60 plus 52 minus, gonna minus 75. Really? No, 25. I'm like, that's not 75. Okay, minus 25 minus 6. Damn. Minus 58. And then minus 24.50. That's crazy. We're still in a loss after all of this. Okay? But it's a break-even day. It's a break-even day. We're going to go ahead and play out the day. We spent the first part of the day breaking even. Okay, let's see if we can get into some profit now. Let's see what the market wants to give us. This is a disappointment bar to the bulls. Okay? But we are at the bottom of this. I don't see any 3 push patterns down here. You could say leg 1, pullback, leg 2, pullback, leg 3. I think we want a leg similar to this. I think bears want a leg similar to this, okay? But let's see where bulls are trapped. Are there bulls trapped at the high of day? I think they are. I think there's some trapped here. So what would happen if bulls were trapped here at the top and they bought back here because they know it's a trading range and they realize they bought high and they screwed up? Well, their pullback would be about right here. Okay, that would be their break even. Okay, if they're buying a little lower to break even, buying double maybe they bought one here, they're not going to be right in the middle. They're going to be pulled down slightly. Okay, so let's see what the bulls want to do. I'm looking for another short signal. All right, this is not a very good buy signal. I'm betting it will fail. All right, I know I just got out here. I'm betting it'll fail though. Okay, so I want to get back in if it fails. Okay, so it did not fail. This bull bar closing above here, chances are we're going higher. Okay, and we are at the bottom of the range. Probably get a test back to the breakout point here, or we're coming back here, like I said, the middle of this, where these bulls can get out and these bulls can get out at a break even or less of a loss. So what do I want to do here? Do I want to buy? Yes, I want to buy, and I want to buy if a candle goes above this candle's high, I want to buy, and stop's going to be put below. So let's do this. Let's go that color, copy it and put it here. And these are not 2 points. These are not 2 contracts. These are just the one. Okay, but we're gonna put our stop there. Okay, we're in a trading range, so we're gonna go for scalps. Bottom of a trading range should be going for a scalp. So that's 40 points there. Okay. So that's the 1-to-1 there, right where I said they would go to get their break even, and I think they're going to go there. In fact, if I had measured this before I entered this, let's make this a 2 times. This could work out really bad for us, but I really think they're going to go to the middle of this range because guess what? That's where everyone's happy trading today. Everyone's happy trading in the middle. So that's probably where they're going to go. So let's make this a double order. We've gotten a little bit of confidence here, seeing price. Let's make this a double order. Close the gap here, and I think next bar should be green. Okay, next bar is not green, but it also did not trade above this high. You guys see that? So I'm not in this order right now. I'm not in this order right now, and now I don't want to be in this order. But what do I want to do? I want to buy this low of this bear bar, and the risk is very low. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to buy the low of this bear bar, hoping that there will be continuation up and the bulls will try again. I'm going to buy the low of the bear bar, put the stop down here. Okay, let's see if we can get up. I've just gotten a better price, basically. So the stop does not change, though. The stop is still going to be here. We're not the stop to take profit. Let's see if we can go. All right, so that was a good buy there. But close above this bar's midpoint, close above its midpoint, small wick. Okay, it's a little bit of a trading range, but 50% pullback from this, basically. 50% pullback of this bar. Come on, what are you doing? 50% pullback from here. See that? There's the 50 line there. Okay, so green bar. Small red bar. Don't want to see this. Don't want to see this, especially with a tail. Shows that there's buyers above. But look, we also traded below. We traded below. So trading range. Trading range price action right here. So if I'm looking for a scalp, I should be looking to get out of the top of this range. Okay, and if this is going to fall further, it's probably going to fall the width of this range. Okay, probably going to fall down here. I don't think we're going to get that, especially since we're coming back so much into this wick, but let's see. Trading range bar, though, bulls don't want to buy above this. Bears probably might want to sell below it, below the moving average. Let me think about this. Let me see if there's anything else I'm missing here. This is a channel here. We trapped any bulls. We've trapped bears here. Went down, but I don't know why a bear would be selling below a bull bar. Should be waiting for a bear bar. This is tricky. I only like this because it closed above its high for bullish, and I'm already long times 2. I only like it for that reason, but no other reason. This channel has a high propensity to break down, and I'm in the shadow of this huge leg here. This leg's probably going to get a second leg down. I don't like being short here. I don't like being short here. But I like being short here because we're at the bottom of a trading range. I don't think this is a trend. Yeah, I don't think this is a trend. I think this is a bear leg in a trading range, not a bear leg in a bear trend. Does that make sense? But this is really weak. Look at this. Every time they try to go up, they reverse. So you could just be getting this 2-legged pullback, and then you're going to reverse. 1 leg up, pull back, 2 legs up, and then reverse. I'm unsure. Trading ranges make you like that, so you got to kind of use your best judgment here. I like this. I like that I bought here at this low, and I'm going to take this profit and see what the market does next. I'm not going to stay in for less or for more. So this is times 2 though, okay? This is times 2. So I've made a 12-point profit because each of those are 6 points. All right, we're still trying to figure this out, but now we're flat. I don't know what this next bar is going to do. I think it could break down, This is a sell signal. It's not a very great one, but we just said wicks to the downside are not being respected. Okay, we just said that. Any wick you see, they're taking it out. That means that limit bulls are not defending the lows of candles. Okay, so I should really be selling this here, and I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to sell right here. I'm going to sell 2 again. See how I just went from being unsure to being super sure? Or to being able to place a trade? Okay, we're going to do 2 again. Stop is going to be above here because they shouldn't trade above here after they trade below here if it's going to continue down. Okay, so we're not in this trade until it trades below here. Below here. Okay, and yeah, this is a stop for that. So this is a short order. Let's see what happens. All right, so this did trade below here. Son of a bitch. Trap some bears. Trap some bears. Me, because I was shorting down here. And now it's going up. So I'm trapped. I'm panicking now and I'm trapped. Let's see if I can fix this trade. Or rely on my stop. I'm just going to rely on my stop. I'm not going to try to fix it. But this is the top of a trading range. Maybe I can fix it. Let me think about it. Looking like it wants to go back. But look at this. Didn't trade above this high. Did it? Is this an outside bar? Yeah, it traded above the high by 1 tick. So it's in breakout mode again, guys. I'm trying to break out again. But I'm going to rely on that stop. I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to rely on that stop. All right, disappointing bar for the bulls, but still at the bottom of a channel. Bottom of a channel. I'm closer back to my break even right here. But my order's down here. Let's make this so you can see it. This one here. And this one here are the connected ones. Okay, so we're up here above this high, and we bought here. Or we sold here to go down. Okay. All right, so I am getting some downward momentum now. Nice bear bar closing at its low. I'm already in 2 contracts. All right. Last time this was down here, though, it was bought up. It was bought up, but they were presenting with wicks. We know we're not respecting those downside wicks, so I'm expecting the bears to come and eat this shit up. All right, and that's what we get. Back to the low of day and trade it below the low of day. Trade it below the low of day again, or below the new low of day. So we definitely have seen the low of day. I can't see this. Can you guys see this rallying all the way back here in 2 hours? I can't see that. I can't see that. So I'm going to stay short. What's nice now is that I'm in a nice profit with 2 contracts. I got 19 points times 2. But this breakout is strong enough that now I'm looking for first the measured move of this channel. Okay. Measured move of this channel right here. All right, I should be getting this as a measured move for the channel. Okay. And the measured move, remember this triangle here? This big ass triangle here. You measured it. It wasn't that far down. Hold on, let's look at this one. That's the same one. So we broke out of it here. And we're about at that measured move. So if you broke out of this channel, of this here, you got your measured move. Okay. Let's see what the bears want though. Let's see if the bears want a measured move down for all their work. So we have a measured move here, and this is interesting because now we're closer to the high or the open of the day. Open was here, price is now here. It's only 59 points. When price was up here, we covered 112, so you could expect maybe another 150, 120. Now that it's down here though, you can expect quite a bit if you're going to hit an average day's range. Okay? But I'm thinking of an average day's range of today, where the Nasdaq's over 20,000. I'm not thinking of average day's range back in 2022 when it was half that. So half an average day's range, probably 150. This probably has another 100 to 50 points down. Okay, so if I'm looking at the breakout here, and we said that if they broke that, whatever that wedge was, they would get in this box here, and they did. See that? They got real close to that target right there, and I don't think I have these lined up right. It might be a little lower. Yeah, so they got real close to that target, didn't hit it. All right, we're going to keep going though. All right, so we're getting more, giving us a little bit more. Okay, we want to hit this 2R though. If I can hit this 2R with these two, that'd be great. No reason to buy. Bulls or bears are in complete control. If we're looking for the measurement, let's delete some of this stuff again here. Let's get a measurement from this breakout point to here and go for a 1-to-1. I think this is reasonable. Let's look at it from the open of the day. That's reasonable. That's a nice target. And I think that would be more in line with the ATR from 3 years ago. What do you guys think? All right, let's target it. We got 2 contracts. Let's target it. We have no reason to buy. Let's stay short until we have a reason to buy. Motherfuck. That is a reason to buy, okay? Just erase this. It's a reason to buy. We're near our order again, okay? Big bar, all right? But it could come back and test this low. Come back and test the low of this, okay? But let's look for trap bears or trap bulls. We know that the triangle bears made their stop, okay? And we're at the bottom of a trading range. So this is a credible reversal here. This is a credible reversal. We got a downward sloping trend line. We've got 3 legs down now, definitely. 1, pull back 2, pull back 3 legs down and a wedge, okay? The bottom of a channel. Trading range days usually close in the middle if they start that way and become a trading range all day. So this is a credible buy. So I'm going to take a small profit if this trades above this high. I'm going to put my stop here. I bought here, stop here. It's going to be a break even basically. It's not even a profit. But I don't want to see this trade above. I want the bulls, the bears to see this as a great signal to sell. Let's see if they do. Okay, no, took me out. All right, this bar is not as strong as this bar, but it's got a shaved top, and it's at the bottom of a range, and it's breaking out of a channel. Let's go long. Let's go long with 2. Let's go here. And you see this type of trading, guys, it's mainly break even. It's mainly back and forth, back and forth. But I think you've seen I've broken some of the rules of trading range. Okay, I think you've seen me do that. I'm trying to make this where it matches. Okay, I'm going to buy 2 if it trades above there and put my stop below there. After 3 pushes down, bottom of a trading range, we could pull back to the middle of this day here. Okay, so what's my target here? Let's see what the target is. Let's see where the bulls or the bears will try to sell again if they want to. They'll try to sell again about right here. Okay, about right there. So let's just move this here. About right there, they're going to try to sell, I believe. So let's make this the target. Let's make this the target and then this here. Okay, we got 2 contracts on because we think we know what's going on. Small doji. I don't like that, but I like that it's green, and I like that they tried to trade below here, and I like that it's closing above its high. It's strong, but it's also weak. It's a trading range bar. Okay, needed follow through, got it. Came up to the moving average though, stalled. Sellers above here, obviously. Sellers above the moving average. Sellers here, but closed above its high. I'm still long. All right, still long. Close above the moving average, still close above here, but now we're testing the bottom of the channel that it fell out of. Okay, so you're seeing a lot of resistance here. Okay, but you fell out of this trading range here, and then you came back into it to the top. Okay, so we need to break out of the top of this. Bulls need to break out of the top of this, get to the top of this channel here, fill my profit target, and then we can end the video. Don't like this bar at all. Trading range bar, inside of a trading range, top of a trading range. Okay, if we trade below this, I probably want to take a break even because it's nearing the end of the day. I don't want to go into the end of the day with something I got to fix or a loss. So let's take our stop from down here and let's move it here. Let's move it to break even. We just want to see bull bars now. We get another bear bar, we're just going to call it a break even day and be done with it. Did not tag me out. Did it tag me out below here? Yeah, it did. No matter how I look at it, it took me out. All right, so we're taken out of that trade. This is probably going to resume up. This is not strong enough. This is not strong enough to reverse this. This is probably going to get a second leg up. It's 1 o'clock though. What time is it? It's 1:10. Let's buy again. Shit. Let's buy right here above this. Make this a different color so we can track the orders. Go back to red. Let's buy above this. Stop below here. Right here. And let's go for a 1-to-1. What did I do with that one? Okay, so we trade above. We trade above this bar here. We're going to go up. Okay, we trade above this bar. We're probably going to go up. I want my stop below here, though. What kind of risk is that? About 30 points. Okay, about 30 points should be about the top of this channel. We'll get rid of this because we didn't get out there. So we'll put our stop, our take profit here. We're going for a 1-to-1. Okay, high probability. This is just a pullback and a bull trend and a bull leg in a trading range, and we're going to get another leg up. Let's go. Another leg down for the bulls. So top of a trading range, trending trading ranges. Look at this top of this trading range. Top of this trading range. This is frustrating. Let me tell you, this is frustrating me like I'm actually trading it. Because you hear me tell you what to do. Buy low, sell high, scalp, right? Because we're in a trading range. I don't even know where the writing went. I think I deleted it with everything else. But we're in a trading range, and I keep buying fucking high. Okay. I'm going to keep this, though. It shouldn't get below here if it's going to remain bullish. Okay, doji bar, that's promising. That's promising. Bears lost conviction into the low. Did trade below, so that's no good. Below the midpoint, that's no good. But it's a green bar. Closed higher than it opened, even though it's a trading range bar. Look at all the trading range bars. You should be buying, selling the highs and buying the lows of bars all day long. It would have worked for you. All right, and here we go. We just got taken out of this. Back to the low of the day. Okay, so we've lost this twice now. 20 points twice, so it's really 40. And we're down on the day. And I am out of patience. I am out of time. I am tired of doing this. So we're just going to let this day play out. I am going to try to predict it, though. But we're minus 40 points for the day. Okay. Bottom of the trading range right here. Probably not. What time is it? It's about 2:25. This could rally now. I like this wick down here, but down wicks are not being respected. They're not being respected. But I don't want to buy here. I don't want to sell here. I don't want to sell because of this wick. And I don't want to, well, I guess I do want to buy. All right, let me buy. Let's buy one. Where would the stop go? Well, if I think that they're going to break out of this range, the next logical target is down here. Okay, so I could do this. And if I think they're going to go to the top of this range, okay, the next logical target is up here, right at the top of this range. So we'll put this here. Let's say I buy here at the close of this bar. No, I'm going to buy above a bull bar. I want to buy above a bull bar. Sorry, guys. Hold on. All right, not a good bar to buy above. Wick at the top. Close below the low. Wick at the bottom. Not really comfortable buying there. But we're at the bottom of this range now. I'm looking to buy. Okay, got a doji. That's pretty good. Not strong enough, though, in my opinion. The signal bar has to be pretty strong if we're going to reverse all of this. So I'm thinking that we might still go down a little bit. All right, I was wrong. Okay, so I can buy this now. I can buy the top of a bull bar. Where has that worked before? It worked here. It worked here. And it's at the bottom of the range. It even worked at the top of the range. I'm comfortable buying here. Okay, buy there. If we trade above, stop below here. Okay, stop below there. And we're going to target a 1-to-1 on this. So it'll be 40 points up here from this exit to there. Now, I do this to see if I think the market can get there. And I think the market can get there. It'll be right around the open of the day, and we'll have a doji day, which a trading range day, I mean, that's what it looks like on the chart. It's just a doji. It just looks like this bar here. This looks like the 18th bar. Okay, so I think we can get there. Let's go again. Okay, don't like that. Don't like the wick on the top, but I do like that it's green. Next bar. Okay, red bar. Bar trades below this bar. I got to get out. Do I have to get out? I don't want to rely on my stop. Rely on the stop. Okay, doji here, indecision. Bulls lost conviction going into that low. I like that. Don't like that. Regain their conviction, breaking this down here. And we took me out. So you guys see how frustrating this is. You see how frustrating it is. What could I have done differently this day to not take so many losses back and forth? I could have not traded, but I could also have followed the moving average. I could have followed trading range rules a little bit better. Let's remove these drawings here. Okay? But I've taken a lot of losses here. And I've been reading the market pretty good, right? But I've taken a lot of losses. And that's what's going to happen in a trading range day if you trade it improperly. So I should have been finding these ranges, and I should have been buying the highs and selling the lows because, selling the highs and buying the lows. Okay, I don't know how this is going to go, but let's just play it out. Now I'm a little exhausted. Went up there a second time. Didn't get to my target. So the correct thing to do was to buy low, sell high, and scalp. The problem is you didn't know that it was going to be a double trading range day. You didn't know that this triangle here was going to turn into a trading range. It broke down about the length of this, right? Came down to here. You got your measure move there. So spike, pullback, channel, okay? And then broke out of the channel and then turned into a trading range. Came back to test the channel extreme several times. So I hope you got some out of this. I didn't win this, and I thought I would, but I do these for this reason. I know it was long. If you stuck to the end of this, guys, give me a freaking like because I'm so frustrated. But no, give me a like. Tell me why you liked it. Tell me what you would have did differently. But yeah, trading range day. Triangle's a trading range. Broke down into another trading range. This was a buy low, sell high kind of day. All right? All right. See you guys in the next one. Maybe we'll do a more fun one. Maybe I'll win.